Jeez, getting me set up is hard. Okay. First of all, what is Geniechat? So I'm going to start first with the question about why people are so excited about right now and why it's kind of like taking over is because it does a lot of different things, and these different pain points all relate to each other. And so it really is a 3-in-1 app to solve a lot of different pain points. Okay. But most importantly, it was created for follow-up. So one of the biggest things is that we all say fortunes in the follow-up. Many sellers are forgetting. There are so many times, if I told you right now in your DMs, who did you talk to and reach out to, say 2 weeks to 6 weeks ago? I guarantee there are people you shot a message to, they never replied back, but you didn't follow up. And the majority of our warm market, there's opportunity, but we're not following up and just engaging and just nurturing. And that means we're not top of mind. So when they're ready to buy or be a part of our business opportunity, we need to be top of mind. So then they go check out our profile and they see all the things, and then they go, oh my gosh, tell me more. So we're all thinking that we'll just remember the follow-up. We're not. And that's why even remembering to write it down, most people forget that they even wrote it down, because then if you write it down, whatever you wrote it on isn't going to come get you and go, hey, Paula, did you do your follow-up? Your notebook isn't going to yell at you. So 50% of the things you put into your brain within 1 hour, you're going to lose. So if you're doing like, especially sales blitz, follow-up blitz, all that, and you go, okay, I did 20 follow-ups. I am so on top of the ball today, but you're not going to remember to track those and come back. That's where we're missing out on the money. So that's one of the biggest reasons I created Geniechat. It is truly a relationship management app for non-techies. That's the key, okay? This app is different because you aren't going to be overwhelmed by the interface, and it doesn't feel super confusing, and it's very intuitive. So what I have on my screen, I have my phone loaded. So this over here is my phone right here. I have my phone, and I can beam it to my computer so you can see it. And then I can also show you the desktop version of Geniechat. And what I first want to go through is follow-up and why it's so easy in Geniechat and why you need this to complement if you have any automation. So do any of you gals use automated project broadcast or anything like that? Email marketing, any SMS automation, any of that? So Paula, you do. And Teresa, good. Project broadcast, good. Now, perfect. Project broadcast especially, you need to think about your automation as your manager. It's your management of people who have either purchased with you, they've given you a phone number or an email, especially like a phone number. That means you're at a relationship, they're a hot lead because you have a phone number, they're in your automation, you're dripping, right? You know them, you got their info. But there are people that you don't have their info yet, but you still need to nurture. You just need to be friends. And the best way to recruit, especially if you're trying to recruit, is to just be friends and not just, vomit an opportunity thing on them, right? Or not say anything at all. We don't want to do that. So when you do Geniechat, you are still going to use your project broadcast. You're not getting rid of that. This isn't replacing that. What this is doing is this is your system to remind yourself. No messages automatically go anywhere. Geniechat does not text anyone for you or any of that. So you don't have to stress about any automation or setting up workflows, none of that. It's literally like a digital Post-it note, but you can get push notifications. It's that simple. So let me show you. If you have somebody that you want to remember to follow up with, this is your reminder screen, and it's just day by day, nice and easy. You click create reminder, and then you search for whoever your person is. You can search by tags, which is super helpful. Like, especially if you're running multiple businesses or, or if they have a certain pain point that you have a solution you want to talk to. So I'm trying to think what tags I have. This is my training account. I can't remember. I can't remember what I have in here. But you can search by a tag, but I'm just going to pick three people. And this means if I could set if I wanted to, 100 reminders to myself to follow up with 100 people. You could do that. And the system would ping you 100 times. Hey, follow up. Hey, follow up. So what I'm doing is I'm picking these 3 people because I want to remember to follow up with them next week. Now, these are 3 DMs I sent off, right? 90% of the time, you're not going to get something back because people forget. They forget. They're allowed to. We need to not forget. Okay. So I'm setting this follow up for 8:31. This takes literally like 2 seconds, and you can do it on your phone too. You don't have to just use your computer. So if you're on your phone, you have a Geniechat app. Now that reminder I set for myself, if you go to the 31st, here's the 3 reminders. What happens is it's going to send me a push notification, and I'm going to go do it. And then one of the biggest things, let me show you. I'm trying to think who I have in here. You can automatically open their account. So there's a chat button. I don't know if I have Brittany's Facebook. I don't. Do I have Facebook there? Yes. No, I don't. I need to load this test account with more info, so that way I have it. All right. So here's the Facebook. Okay. So I am going to set a reminder so you can see the pop-up notification that I'll get on my phone. I really want you to see what that does and see how easy it is to do your follow-up, get rid of it. It's like a checklist. Think of it, this is like a checklist, but instead, it's something that you aren't going to forget because a checklist can't ping you, right? Like it can't tell you, hey, you have something due. And if you put it in your calendar, unfortunately, it gets lost with your to-do list and everything else. And if you don't have one spot that is for the most critical follow-ups, which is the most important part of your business, you're going to get distracted and not do those follow-ups. That's why having this simple system is so nice and easy, just to have your spot. Every morning you wake up, go to your follow-ups, bing, bing, bing. And then you do your follow-ups, set some reminders for the next day, then go on to your next thing. This should always be like that first thing you're doing in the morning. Now, my phone will get a push notification here. I think I have do not disturb off. So it'll pop up here in a second. Now, when you're doing your follow-ups, you can easily archive them. So let's say Allison Statter, I talked to her, I did my follow-up, perfect. I'm not going to follow up with her again. So I'm just going to say archive, done. So I just know I did it. Now, where that goes is important because it takes at least 5 touches to really build a relationship with someone and really kind of get them there. You have a history section here in your Geniechat. You can see I have 2. I only have 2 here. That's not enough. I need to make sure I'm keep nurturing, keep popping in, engaging on their social, saying happy birthday, doing all the things, right? Like go into their profile, see what's new in their life, spend literally 60 seconds on that one person, leave a little compliment. You just did a touch. That counts. Then you're good. Okay. Let's see, what time is it? 40. Oh, we got 2 more minutes. So this is your Rolodex. It's like a Rolodex, but digital. And that means you can keep all of your notes, which are so important. You have notes, you have tags, and tags are how you find people and how you categorize people. It's like how you can quickly segment like a pain point or, something like that. Let me see. You show me in the chat, what's a pain point you gals often? This would be great for you to set up on Sunday night. Terrible with planners. Yeah, that's truth. I'm trying to think of a pain point. Let's just think of new mom, maybe like a new mom who's battling, her body, that kind of thing. Maybe she needs new jeans or whatever. Put the tags in there because then every time you talk to Tina, you have this in front of you. All right. And you know everything about Tina. It's all right here. You know what you said last. You know what you guys talked about. You know how many times you've talked to her. You have a note section right here. You can make notes. What are her pain points? What's new in her life? Like, just divorced and maybe because she could be a potential recruit, whatever that might be, right? And we don't want to pounce on her right when she got divorced. We want to nurture and just be her friend. and be supportive. And then eventually she might be open to the opportunity. Okay. Let me go to my reminders because my pop-up hasn't happened. And I don't know if it's because I have pop-ups turned off, which I don't think I do, but now I don't remember. Didn't I set it for myself? Oh yeah, 5:12. No, it didn't go off. It was my do not disturb. That's what it was. It's so annoying. All right, I'm gonna create another one. And then you get to see all of my pop-ups come in. It's like, it's a mess. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Again, this is your private notes to yourself. Maybe follow up after surgery. How did it go? Whatever helps you remember. Now, while you're in here, you can set a recurring reminder. That's for nurturing, which is great. And those are super great, especially if you have important relationships that you want to stay on top of. You don't want to forget them. You always want to be top of mind. You set recurring reminders. So then every week or every 2 weeks or whatever it is, you can pop in, say hello, pop out. Because the fortune in the follow-up doesn't mean the fortune's in all the follow-up sales messages. It means the fortune is whoever is top of mind. Like, it's a file cabinet with just paper like this, right? And in social media, we're inundated by people and commercials and everything. You want to make sure that your file is on top when it needs to be. And the only way to do that is to not forget to pop in and do that. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? How's that sound? All right, good. Let's see. This will go off here in a second. Let me open up my Geniechat. I downloaded my other app here. All right. So the Teresa and Deborah, when it comes to follow-up and reminders, do you have any questions about the reminder side of it? And like why it would be that useful? Or do you have like a use case that you might use it in that you have a question about? I just want to make sure if you have questions, you let me know, okay? Now you can see all of your reminders at once. You can tick them off. It's so easy. You can snooze, edit, delete, you name it, okay? Yeah, good for events. Absolutely, for sure. And when you talk about events, now let's talk about contacts. So this is another pain point is contacts, because you want to be able to get their information. If you're at a live event or even a digital event, getting their information is vital, right? So you can put them into your project broadcast, but sometimes you have someone who's on the fence that might be a good recruit. We use automation a lot. It should be really only for customers, right? Like, you're not going to pop in a recruit potential into automation, because then it can be like you feel spammy and it's not going to build that relationship, because you need to know more about their life, their pains, their wishes, their goals, right? So you're not popping them into automation. And so a lot of the people I know, especially huge leaders running 100,000 people downlines, are using Geniechat for that purpose, for recruiting, because they are planting those seeds. They're planting the seeds for what they need forward. So I talk about fishing versus farming. You need to fish. Fishing's good, but we also don't want to depend only on fishing. You need to plant the seeds, and then it'll keep feeding you if you nurture it. Okay. Could the event name be post they commented on? Could be, oh yeah, the tag for sure. Use that for the event name, 100%. Then when you're doing that, you can sort. I'm trying to think, what tags do I have in here? I'll just give this warm. It's not as fun because I have like thousands of contacts in mine. So when I do my sort and it's so fast, it's very impressive. And you're like, ooh, but this has like 7 people in it. But as you can see, I typed in warm into this search. It's a super fast search. You don't have to enter. It searches as you type, like W, A. See, it's searching as I type. So it's super fast, okay? And that kind of search functionality you will find in everything in Geniechat, because I'm passionate about search. Everything has search, and it has this kind of search. Fast and effective. Okay, so yes, definitely do the tags for your event name, and there's no limit on your tags. You can do as many as you want. No, there's no max on contacts either. Good question. Everything actually is unlimited. Unlimited storage, unlimited contacts, unlimited tags, folders, using the AI, unlimited, everything. Because I believe that you deserve something powerful and yet still affordable that isn't trying to trick you into more charges. And I'm not about that game. So I'm always going to keep adding features and keep it unlimited. And you're going to pay $10 a month. That's it. That's where I'm passionate. Okay. Now let's go to, contacts, the events. I wanted to show you this. Excuse me. There's 4 ways to get contacts into your Geniechat. Okay. One of the most popular ways is the self-serve form. And now I'm going to go to my phone so you can see it on the screen. I know I keep showing things on my desktop, but I want you to see it on the screen on the phone. In contacts, you'll see this little copy button, both on the phone and on desktop. That copy button is the link to your personal, your unique contact self-serve form. And what happens is you can give that to anyone at any time in any way. And when they fill out their info and hit send, like done, you get a notification and you instantly have all of that info. It's so much fun. It's literally incredible. So I'm going to copy that self-serve form. And then I think I can open up an incognito window. How do I open an incognito window? I have my little thing here. Okay, there we go. Nope. There. Okay, so now I'm going to paste that link. Your person. Now, one of the best ways to do this is to create a QR code that is for that link. Okay. Hey, son. That's why his son popped me in. So you create a QR code and put that on your business card, on your car. Create an incentive. You want people to want to, it's like enter to win, like it's kind of exciting. And the good thing is they can give you as little or as a lot of information as they want. So if all they want to give you is their first name, it'll work. It'll only work. But the reason it works that way, by the way, is so when you have to set up a contact manually, you literally you can just put in the first name like Millie, like I'll remember, or Molly, save. It just saved Molly. Boom, I have it. You don't have to spend all that time creating a customer profile and all that. That is not easy and not fun. So one of my examples I have is autofill. Is because every single person, usually 89% people use autofill. So for your contact, it's very simple for them to fill out this form. They can choose their birthday because it fills out their address. It fills out name and phone number. They would have to grab their Instagram links. I'll put this mine in here as an example so you can see how it opens. So they do need the full link. The real Jessica Cape. And then you go down, they can put in their birthday. And then this cool section says, hey, do you want to host a party? Do you want to shop? You want a business? I've had people book parties off of this, not realizing that person wanted to book a party. I mean, it's seriously that cool. So let's say I just want to shop. They can put notes in here. If you incentivize them, like, hey, put in the notes your size or your preferences, whatever that is, like that's a great place, right? So let's say size 16W, save. So this is what they see. It says contact created successfully. They're done. So if you're at an event, this is super, super good to capture people versus a bowl or like having a wheel, things like that, because getting all of that info is so important. And you want more than their name, phone number, and email. Like if you can get their birthday out of them, I mean, it takes them a millisecond to do it. You'll be surprised how many people actually fill it all out. That is gold for you, okay? When they fill it out, you get a little ping. You get a notification. It says Jamie Flagler filled out a contact form. You click it, and then it opens her contact form. And you can tag it by whatever, because ooh, that was from, the bazaar, the holiday bazaar or whatever. So you could use that as a tag. You could add notes. Maybe when you guys had a conversation, she mentioned something. So you wanted to put in here, 2 little kids in gymnastics or something, because you always want to I can type. You want to find things that you can have commonality on, right? So you're going to talk about more than just business. You're going to talk about life. Keep those notes. Kids, what do they do for pleasure? Do they travel? Like, what's their lifestyle? All those things. Put those in that note section, and you have this database of information in front of you. All right. So that for the events is super, super, super helpful. Definitely use that self-serve form. You can also import contacts through a CSV file. You can sync contacts from your phone. So on the phone, you'll see it says sync device contacts in the top right of the phone. That's where you can sync those. You can create them manually. So that's how you get your contacts in here right now. Any questions about the contact side of things? I want to make sure that you guys, like, if you're thinking, but you know, if there's an instance that you're having a pain point, you're not sure how any of these features help you there, pop that in there. Okay. I want to make sure I help you guys. So let's talk about the snippet library. And this is like, this is our last thing. And we talked about reminders for follow up. All right. And we talk about your contact cards for notes, preferences, pain points, their size, their kids, their husband, their life, whatever it is. You keep that in that customer file. It's your database and it's in your phone and it's right here, right? But now you also have a library of content. Now, if you are a team and you're trying to do duplication, especially, this is where things get really exciting, because you can think of it like a Google Drive, but it is also on their keyboard. And I'll show you, it's pretty cool. So these are folders, and this is my snippet library. And just like a Google Drive, I have folders, and then you have snippets. Snippets can be words, like maybe it's a block of words that you say over and over and over again. Like the questions you get all the time, the links you know that people are always asking for, the shipping information, returns, whatever it is. We all have a million things we say over and over and over again, okay? So you put those in here, but you can also do so much more. So you see here, this is a typical team folder. This is a great example. They have power hour, onboarding, their challenge, more challenge ideas, their online parties. They do their party templates, the booking blitzes, everything is here. And the reason that is so powerful, especially, is because of what I'm going to show you on the phone. Now look at the phone. I'm going to close Geniechat and I'm just going to go into a chat. Let me see. I like to use Rachel as my example. And I'm doing a messenger party. Even if you had a messenger party going on and it's day one and you want to welcome them, you have that script because you, the leader, gave it to your team, or you, the consultant, just saved this. Okay. You can access it from the keyboard in your mobile phone without ever leaving Facebook. By clicking the keyboard in Apple, you're going to see the globe on the bottom left. And I can just swipe up. See how I have all these different keyboards, Giphy, Bitmoji. Now I have Geniechat. So when I let go, it loads the folders you just saw. Google Drive doesn't do this, right? This is where it gets exciting. So if I go Team Sparkle Nation, online parties, and then party template, now my keyboard is loading this information that you see. And the reason it's so cool is because I can one tap insert it. On day one, if I just one tap, it just inserted it automatically. Of course, it looks like this template. I need to make sure to say the person's name. So I just go, hey girls, Rachel, and hit send. And then you go back to your keyboard, pop it back open. You can, of course, go through the folders. But remember when I talked about search? Remember that part? And it was like really exciting. This is why it's so cool. So let's say day one welcome is this graphic, right? If I'm at the beginning of all of my folders and I need that welcome graphic for day one, you can either put day, type in, oh, whoops, I can't type, day one, and oops, I'm scrolling. So there's day one on the right, and I tapped something else and it inserted it. Let me get rid of that. There we go. So the day one welcome graphic is right there. I one tap it and then I paste. I use how you like hold and paste, and then it'll send it. So that's the graphic that it sends. So think about that. Think about especially for messenger parties. But the search option allows you so much, because I have a great products folder in here, right? So this is my product folder. So there's a new thing coming, and I set my team up so they have the line sheet. They know what to say. They have a video. I gave them a cool graphic. Like they have the exclusive, like you want your team, your whole downline, including yourself, to have this at the tip of their fingers. This is why you would want to use this Geniechat snippet library and keyboard, because if you're putting it in a Facebook group, or if it's in some kind of chat, or if it's in Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever, people are spending time, they're wasting time trying to find the thing they need. And that's why this is faster. This is faster because of that. So if I need to send them the VIP, let me go here. Power to the people. There's a Terry headband. I'm going to show you. I like to show the search because it's just amazing. I hit search and Terry, I can type Terry, and then it pops up. How cool is that? You one tap the words, and then I one tap and insert my picture, and then I hit send. So you gave them the link, they have the picture, done. Easy peasy. You don't have to even open up a different program to copy and paste. That is still wasting time, okay? And Teresa, it does work with Android. So we have Android and Apple. And I love it with Android, and it works exactly the same. So you won't have to like do a different way. The only thing different is that Android, when you have to switch your keyboard, they just do it differently. On theirs, it's on the bottom right, and it's a little keyboard icon to find your Geniechat keyboard. So I want to see in the chat, how excited are you for that? Once you get in there, you're going to find lots of reasons to have this. It truly is like a Google Drive, but at your fingertips. You can do PDFs, you can do videos, you can bulk upload images. If you have a catalog of images, like before and afters, you can create a before and after folder, go insert, and then grab them all and insert them all at one time and put them into a folder. So then everyone has it, and it took you like way less time than doing one at a time. I love it. This is good. Deborah, your Zoom disconnecting. No. Paula's been using what Kim created for the event she's doing. That's good. That's really good. And you know, let's see, Kim, if you wanted to share that at all, she can add people to her folders. So if you're a team, to add people to your folder, you can either click add member and just search for them. And let's say I'm just going to search for this person, and then this is where you make them admin. Very simple. Or this is where you remove admin. Super, super simple. They get a notification, by the way, when all of that happens, and if they've been added to anything. The other way is to have your link. You just have this folder link, and that link, if they have a Geniechat account, they log in, and then it'll load instantly into their account. It's like instant. There's no waiting at all. It's incredible. So if you have a ton of stuff, they're not waiting around, okay? All right, I want to make sure. Do you have to invite them to a new snippet? No. So the invites work through folders, and it works through the main folder. So just like Dropbox does, if you share the high folder, right, then you get access to everything underneath, if that makes sense. Excuse me. So if you share Team Sparkle Nation, the team folder, they get everything, and everything new that's added, everything that's deleted, their stuff will automatically update instantly. So this is actually why a lot of home offices are utilizing this to get information to the field instantly, because if you're trying to get information to like 500 teams who all have thousands of reps or whatever, very quickly people don't have the most updated information, and they're not saying the most updated thing, or they're not answering with the right link or verb or blurbs, you know? Yes. Yes, you do need to create folders. Yes. Okay. So that is how these folders work. It is everything. And you can also create folders that are private just for yourself. And you create, this is your main level. So let's just say this is my personal folder. No one else will see this because it's just me and no one's a part of it. And it says admin because I have admin access. This one I do not. So I have view only access. When you share it with your team, they will only have view only access first, unless you make them an admin. So this is the United Fashionistas. This lady has 50,000 people in her downline, and this is her team folder. This is how they disseminate the information. It's incredible. So this is how she does announcements, new consultant, leadership, prospecting, challenges, selling strategies, tax, like all the things, right? And I just love the way she shows how to organize and what kind of information do. And she gives them access to PDFs, like trackers. You can put YouTube links, like everything you can think of. And here's the cool part is because you don't want people asking you all the time for the same thing. You know how we all get the same question 100 times? Like we all do, right? It just happens. Let's say someone has a question about, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to find something in here. I think Power Hour was one. Let's 75 days strong. Let's say I have a teammate and I have thousands of team members, and I'm getting so many people keep asking about the 75-day challenge, even though I posted about it, even though the link is there in the Facebook post. Finding stuff in a Facebook group is hard. And then people are lazy, so they'll just go to their leader or their upline or whatever. This is why we make it easy, because instead you could just go, hey, Rachel, just go to the team folder and search 75 Days Strong and you'll find your info. So Rachel, let's say this is Rachel, she clicks all snippets and then she can just search 75 Day Strong. And then it pulls up everything with 75 day. There you go. She has her link. She has her photos. She has everything she needs. And here's the cool part. You can update it in a second without having to go back to a Facebook post, edit the Facebook. You know how, like, if you have to edit something, it's kind of a pain, right? If you keep forwarding people to this one spot, you can update it in a second. And then, like, it's instantly given to everybody. And you can then say, hey, go to your Geniechat team folder, search. They have the search. If they want to know about this new power piece thing, then you have power hours. Oh, and then there's power to the people, this product. It's all right here for them. Okay. So use that like the Google of the team. You know, they go to Google to answer questions. Well, this is where they Google team questions or product questions or whatever. Now, of course, that means a leader or somebody needs to put stuff in there. So there's something to search. But once you get started, I promise you, it's the only way to go. It's so much faster. Okay. I love it. Okay. So if you have any questions, just pop those in there. Okay. I'm trying to think. Oh, the AI. So the last thing I want to show you is AI. Okay. If I go into a folder, when you create a new snippet, you can create a new folder because you can do unlimited folders like you could in Google Drive or on your computer. You can also do your snippet, and a new snippet is where you do image, video, PDF. This is how you add information into your folders. But you also have this AI, which is the M, and a lot of ladies call it the magic M. And it's pretty incredible because this is a ChatGPT powered generator that I spent a lot of time fixing to where it is tailored towards the voice of a social seller who is using, social media, who wants to be approachable and friendly. And it doesn't sound like a robot. Okay. So I actually have some great examples of ChatGPT versus here. And if you put in the same prompt, Totally different. Now, if you're new to AI, a prompt, I mean, I always say, think about your generator, your AI is your intern, and you're asking your intern to give you something. Now, this is a smart intern for sure, but it needs details so it can get you the best info. Now, if you wanted to say, why is network marketing so popular with stay-at-home moms? Now, of course, I want this to give me ideas to talk to people and maybe see how fast that was. So it's like a Google intern. It's like an intern Google. And it gives you 5 options. You have the ability to edit them, and you can save any and all of them, or you can click for new options if you don't like any of them. How cool is that? I love it because look at this. Network marketing is popular with stay-at-home moms because it offers the opportunity for flexible part-time income. And you notice how the replies aren't 17 paragraphs long? We don't want to scare people away. We want to give them concise, good information. I'm telling you that if you go to ChatGPT, you're going to get a different thing. Like, I wonder what it would say. Like, I haven't done this with them. I have one that I did and it was just, wow, it was crazy. I said like, write a post to moms or something like that. Let's see what it says. Oh my gosh, look, it's going to get really long. Do you see this? I didn't plan this, I swear. Oh, I'm dying. Like, if you're trying to build some B2B blog content, yes, this is great. It's a lot of words, okay? But are you going to give this to somebody who's asking you quickly for a question or for perks and benefits? No. Gosh, no, right? That's right, Kim, the words are hard. Exactly. You guys, I'm a writer. I love to write. I can't tell you how many times I can't think of the words. I just can't. Like, you can literally, till your heart's content, you can do anything. I didn't show you how to save them. Let me show you how to save them. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to think of a good, maybe washing denim or something. Give me something, guys. Yeah. Okay. So, what are the best ways to take care of denim? I don't know. I'm going off the cuff here. And it'll give you some really good stuff. Now, also, you can use it as your content calendar. I mean, look at this, you guys. Oh, isn't that nice? You can literally go, oh yeah, you know all of this, but sometimes you don't want to write it all, okay? So all you have to do to make it your own, if you want to edit, just click the edit button. You can put emojis in here. You can do links. We don't like to do links, but I'm just saying, like, you can do all of the things, format it for how you want it to look. I'm just doing that. And then click save. You can select this one, the one you just edited, and say you like, ooh, I like that one. And I like that one. I want those. Okay. Then you click save. And I'm going to put denim just because it's a sample folder. Now I have all 3 of these right here for me to work with and do whatever I want with. Now you can use these for text messages because you have it on your phone. Remember? You have it on your phone. You don't have to go somewhere, highlight, copy, paste. You don't have to do that anymore. You can just one tap. I love a jaw drop. And this also helps newbies. Think about joining a new team. If you as a person go, my team has access to AI-powered replies, and maybe you as the leader have already found a lot of great questions and have it preloaded, but a lot of newbies need help, and all they have to do is go to that magic M. Yes, absolutely, Paul, I'm going to do it again. They go to that magic M and they're like, I don't know. All right. Should you Let's see. Should you hang denim or fold denim? I don't know. Like whatever crazy question, a lot of the times, oh, look at this. It's best to fold denim and store in a dresser or drawer, but you can also hang if you prefer. Like, how great is that? So then you're a person who's stressed out and maybe a newbie and feeling a bit overwhelmed, but excited, has this. And they also have something even cooler. They can make them a content calendar. So create a content calendar for my, let's say, denim fashion business around holidays, and include incentive ideas for the rest of 2023. You ready for a jaw drop? I'll show you a jaw drop. This is Kim. You want a jaw drop? I'll show you a jaw drop. I'm just like making myself die. Are you ready? Kim's drop. Oh, I saw Teresa. Look at this. When I click more, guys, look, January, New Year, like obviously we want the rest of the year. So September, Labor Day, special discounts, free shipping, a September style series showcasing fall trends. October, Halloween, costume and portraits of customers wearing their favorite denim. Like, guys, it is all here. And by the way, everything here is different. You have 5 different responses, not just one. So if you're using ChatGPT, you have to do this 5 different times. And what happens is you keep having to put in a different prompt in ChatGPT to get different responses because it's just dumb. It's so annoying. But with this, I know how we work, and I know that I might love something here and I want something here. And I'm like, oh, I love this idea. Like, I want options. Look at this. Are you kidding? This is so cool. This is so cool. Like May 8th, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all the things. So all the things. Look, I love this one. April 24th, World Creativity and Innovation Day. Now I know April's gone already, but wouldn't that have been something really cool to right? There's a lot you could correlate. And the thing is, you're able to talk about product and brand and the mission of the company without being so like, this is what's on sale. This is sometimes you want something else to say that isn't product based. That's why this is your favorite friend. All right. Condolences. You guys, listen, as much as you can dream up, it'll answer you. Okay. So Paula, did that help to see it that one more time? Okay, good. And again, you hit that select button, select it, and then save it. Click that save, select and save. If you edit it and you don't select it, it's not going to save. So, and there's no way to get these back. So if you kind of like it, you're not sure, just save, create a folder of ideas, just an idea folder where you just have all this AI stuff in there for yourself. So you have, remember your intern hooked you up, right? So let's say you I really love, let's say this idea. I love this world creativity. So let's say you love that idea, but now you're like, oh my God, now I got to think of what I'm going to say and what am I do? No, you don't. Copy the info because we want to copy this. And I'm going to refresh because I'm a bit neurotic. I like it clean and like a fresh slate. Create a post around the origins of that day. And correlate. Can I spell? I don't think I can. Correlate the importance of fashion design and textile design. Now, we don't have to be that smart, you guys. I can't tell you how many times I put something in here that made no flipping sense. Like that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Okay. But it's an intern and it needs keywords. Okay. Ooh, look at this. April 24th may not seem like a special day to many, but it marks a unique and important occasion, World Creativity and Innovation Day. This day was first established, blah, blah, blah. And then it talks about the clothing. So look at this. Designers from around the world use their creative spark to create pieces of clothing and fabrics. Like, do you see how the wording on this is so much different? Kim, Kim, your mouth is open. You never have to stress out, you guys, again, because when this generator gives you an idea and you're like, well, now what do I say? Make it tell you what to say. Like, you're like, okay, I love this idea. What the heck do I talk about? So does that make sense? Like, how cool is that? Deb, can you say parts? No, I'm working on that. So what I suggest is just save the whole thing, or you could have a second window open. So let's say, and I made it to where you could use Geniechat with the multiple windows open. So I'm the worst offender of tabs. So I always have, hello, everything work. Tell me my internet's going out. You can be in contacts in one window, snippets in another window. Okay. So what I would do, I would go to my snippet library and I would create a new text snippet, let's say, leave that there. Now I'm going to my AI and I'm like, okay, I like this. Control C, Control V, paste it in there. All right, go back. Okay. And then you keep looking. You're like, ooh, I need this. Control C and then Control V. And you could keep doing that and then just click save. And that's what I would recommend for now. I do have a thing where I'm going to create it where you can like highlight and it'll save whatever you've highlighted. That's what I'm trying to work on, but it's hard on mobile. Now, AI does work on mobile. If you have a newbie in the middle of a conversation and they are stressed, they have no idea how to answer, hit that plus sign. And I'm on the phone right now. Hit that plus sign, hit the magic M. It looks exactly the same. So it's designed to look the same. So it's not confusing. Okay. And then they can say, oh my gosh, what do I say to a customer that just lost her dog? That shows I care. I don't know. And condolences are one of the hardest things. Oh my, look at this. See the condolences? Oh, this is so great. This is why if you did this in ChatGPT, the replies, if you're looking on the phone, it's just a sentence or two. That's all it has to be. I'm so sorry to hear about the loss of your beloved pet. It can be difficult. My heart goes out to you. I'm going to start crying. I'm going to start crying. Yeah. So, perfect. Okay. So easy on the phone, everything works. So now I know that was a lot. If you are a new person, what I recommend to do is you start with contacts. Get your first 10 people in here. And I would start with recruit potentials, really. Or maybe you have a host. Again, recruit potential. Maybe someone's hosted and shopping all the time and they might actually be open. You're not sure. Fill up your contacts first and then create reminders. Be sure to click in there, and I'm going to just archive so those just go away. This is a future reminder, but create a reminder and just go so I write Jessica, hey girl, just checking on you. How's your day? That's it. That's all you have to say. Something simple. And I want to check back in a week or maybe Friday. Don't do it too soon. You want to be chill. So set it, forget it. Done. Do that for 10 people. Just do that. I promise you that when those come back up and you get reminded, you're going to go, oh my God, I would have forgot about that. You would have. And then you're going to see the power of why this simple feature is so important. So I want you to start there. Then add content. Sure. Then share your folders. Then try the AI. But the most important thing I would love you to do is get your follow-ups in And in fact, I have a follow-up challenge that's going to be launching this week. And it's the 10 a day challenge. And it's 10 follow-ups a day. And it's just contacting. That's it. Keep you accountable, give you tips, reach 10 people in 15 minutes a day. That's all it is. So that's what I would challenge you to do. Now, if you are super techy and you like this all, like you're a systems person and this all makes sense to you, for sure, dive in, create your snippets, do your things, create your folder, share with your team. But I'm always here to teach the team. I'm here. So you as a leader don't have to be the person that has to know everything. You have me. And that's why, Kim and Paula brought me in, because they don't have to know all the things. That's okay. You have me. And I'm the founder and creator of this company. And I'm really passionate about helping you save time, get follow-ups in, have all this amazing technology at your fingertips for less than $10 a month. That's my passion. Okay. So that's really the gist of Geniechat. Now I know that Kim and Paula, I think they have links. So I would always say, go to your upline or your sponsor to get a link if you want to try Geniechat, because there is a 7-day free trial and it's automatic, and you can learn more at geniechat.com if you're curious. I do have an affiliate program that's incredible, but this just gives you a quick synopsis of the basic functions. And I just encourage you to get your free trial and get those 10 follow-ups in there. That's all you have to worry about. That's it. We don't have to overcomplicate it. You sure, like you get into a brand new car and it does 800 things. Well, all we have to do is close the door, put it in drive, and put our foot on the accelerator. Okay. That's what you start with. Then we'll mess with the radio and the GPS. Okay. So that's my analogy for the night. I love a good analogy. You guys, any questions? You've been so quiet, but I can tell the jaws were dropping and seemed good.
That was perfect. That's exactly what I needed to do, because I went in there and just started creating snippets and I just started sharing. And then Paula's like, whoa, what are you doing, crazy?
I was like, I'm moving everything into a folder because you screwed up my dashboard.
I did. I was just so excited. I was just playing with it. And I'm like,
I love it.
Oh, I probably should have done it in folders. It would have been a little nicer. So yeah.
Folders.
No, it's so cool.
Kim, I already started moving stuff into folders. If you want, I'll just finish moving stuff into the folders. And then I can share that with you and you can tweak whatever you want. And then you can, share it with everybody else. That way it's all in one folder.
I think that's great. Yeah, I love that.
And okay. You can always share your folder with me. And I love to do audits to help you, because I'm an organization efficiency kind of freak. And I can always give you tips. And I've seen so many teams build out so many big, maybe I can help you, give you ideas, maybe not, but feel free to always, you want to pop me in there, you can. Okay.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, Teresa.
Where is the M? I don't see it on mine. Do I have to?
You have to go into a folder.
I have to go into a folder.
So, because we're going to change it now that people are using that for much more, it will be added to the main nav bar. So you don't have to go into a folder right now, but you go into
I see it.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
It will move, but that's where you find it, hon.
Okay. Thank you.
It's fun.
And I have another question. So I have a lot of contacts in my PB for 2 of my direct sales. So how would I start with moving some of those contacts into this?
Yeah. You can use a CSV import. So when you do that, I recommend, and I have a full video where I did it step by step. You can hit pause, play, and you can really go through it. You can. I know Paula's like, oh yeah.
I did that. That's exactly what I did. I followed your video.
Play,
pause.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what I hope you do that. So you can do a CSV import, and now you can bulk also in that import, you can do your tags and notes. That just got
Okay.
changed too. So just remember though, at the time right now, it won't see duplicate contacts. We have the fix coming.
Oh.
It's designed and done, but it's not in the next update yet. So right now, just be careful that if you have duplicates, I know it's kind of a pain, or if I were you, I don't know how, are you Excel savvy? Are you one of those Excel savvy gals?
I'm not Excel savvy. I do a little bit at work, but not,
Okay.
you know,
So what
I
I
do a
would
little bit.
suggest, there is a way, if you downloaded your file from both companies, you can put it into one Excel file, and their Excel does have a duplicate finding feature. So
Yeah, okay.
that's what I would do. And then tags, use your tags for what company they're in or what notes or whatever. And then you import it, and it happens in seconds.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
Ruby,
Okay.
with Ruby, you can download CSV. With Measure and
Right.
Made, you won't be able to. I had to do all of mine by hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I worked with Mike and tried to get a way to get it at CSV, and it was really just going to be a little bit too difficult to do. So I just did them by hand.
Okay.
It didn't take me long, obviously.
It won't take me long with that because I don't,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
But that's what I would do. And don't forget, and you can write support. I answer support tickets personally. So write
Okay.
support if you're like, okay, can you double check my CSV before I do it? Because once you upload it, it's done, and we can't undo it. So definitely show it to me first. And then if I see anything, you're missing an opportunity or an error, I can help you there.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Deb,
you.
my love, I know you're there. I think you said you're good, but give me a thumbs up if you have any questions. Can I just say how much fun tonight was and how grateful I am y'all came over here real quick to see this? It usually doesn't take an hour, but for real. But I'm just glad you came, and I'm super passionate. I'm so passionate about helping you guys, because there is
Yeah.
nothing like this. That's why it's probably kind of confusing at first to get a grasp of what this is, because we're so used to having 3 different apps to do these
Yeah.
things. We're used to having to pay for all this different stuff. The goal here is to consolidate and save. And I'm one of those maniacal people, like I'm here to help more people and still make money, but I would rather just help more people. And I don't need to charge for every little thing. You know, that's crazy. I wouldn't like it. So that's it. I encourage you to join my Facebook group. That is a super great group. And Paula and Kim are in there, and they're so amazing. It's such a good community of supportive people. It's incredible. So Teresa and Deb, I would definitely encourage you guys to get in there.
I
And then-
appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want me? Oh, the chat will go away, right? If I type it. Well, you can search Facebook and you'll see the group. But yeah, and that's it. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.